Alright, on these two racks, you'll see I'm breaking from the side. I'm still hitting that second ball break. That's a break that I kind of started using when I went to a state tournament a couple years ago. I had a lot of success with it, so I've kind of stuck with it. This first shot's a 10 ball. I'm just going to try to get off the rail and leave myself a decent shot in this 11 on the side. So I follow forward. Now I'm going to drift over for the 12, so nothing too complicated here. The next shot on the 12, though, I want to stay on the far end of the table, the head end of the table, because now I'm going to get a little breakout shot to get the 11 and 13 opened up a little bit. So I hit that with a little bit of speed, and we'll push the 1 into the 11 and 13 and separate them out, or 9 and 13, I guess. So I shoot that 13 rolled up a little bit for the 14. This time I'm going to use the 15 to kind of keep the cue ball down here at this end of the table. So I'm intentionally hitting that side of the 15. Here I've got a choice of the 15 or the 9. I'm going to draw back with the 9, basically use the 15 to go up the other end of the table to shoot the 8 ball down the rail on the side. Here I'm basically going to go to the far corner because that's going to allow the cue ball to drift towards the 8 ball and kind of come right down the line of the shape that I want to shoot. Versus if I went into the other corner, now my cue ball would be drifting away from the 8 ball. I'd end up with a long shot, maybe even get myself tucked in there behind that 5. Just finish up the rack with a nice little shot on the 8. So for the second rack, I got a decent break. Got a couple balls kind of tied up there with the 5 just rolled real close to the 8. So I'm going to get that taken care of right away and just do a little draw on this 4. Perfect shape for the 5, and kind of work from there. And I'll probably work from the far end of the table down to the near end, and come back and hit the 8 at the end, especially when you shoot the 5 away from the 8. The 8's going to be wide open. So here I ended up pretty much straight on this 5, so I'm actually going to draw back to the side rail where I'm at and get shape on this 1. Got a little bit of an angle, so I'm going to basically hit a little draw and go into this stripe against the 13, or sorry, 11, to hold the cue ball there. Now here I've got a choice. On my 6, I could drift around, but I get possibly tied up into those 3 stripes on this side of the table. So I'm going to hit the 7 and pop off the rail, so I have a good shot on the 6. On this one, I just want to follow up, and I can hit that 2 ball back into this corner. I would have liked to have gone another inch or 2, because that would have allowed me just to pop off the end rail and have a straight shot on the 8 up in the corner. Luckily the 8 does slide by into that other side pocket, so I just drift up to the side of the table. Almost went too far because I let myself too far on that 2. But I did leave myself a shot, popped the 8 right there on the side.